Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Here's your little kitty bath. We got some tests on her. I'm Tina. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Brittany.
I apologize.
Nice to meet you.
Hi there.
Nice to meet you.
So today what we
You're
did.
going to sit.
Oh sure. Take a seat if you don't mind. Perfect. So we did some blood work for Molly, and we took some urine and we tested it as well. What we found some things on there that were a little concerning for us. We had a high sugar in her urine, and we also had some high blood sugar, and they were pretty high, and it's a little bit worrying for us. But we also found some electrolyte imbalances, so like whatever's making her.
Oh, right.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever's making her from her dehydration, most likely, and that's probably why she's drinking a lot of water and she's diluting herself as well. We also found some elevation in her liver enzymes. And so we're kind of concerned with that, with maybe she might have some liver damage. So we wanted to look into that as well. The high blood sugar.
When you say you look inside, does that mean you have to open her up?
No, I want to look into it. Like I want to.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, I'm with you now.
Yeah,
Right,
no, I don't want to look inside. I mean, I would love to, but
Yeah.
it's unnecessary. But we are a little bit concerned with the blood sugar and her urine sugar, as well as the dehydration, because that could be consistent with something like diabetes. We also wanted to know if it's up to you, but we also were thinking of taking some further tests. We could do some X-rays as well as maybe an ultrasound. Preferably the ultrasound. We wanted to take a look at her abdomen since her tummy is still very painful.
Right.
Yeah, and because of its location higher up on her tummy, we wanted to maybe look at her pancreas, because that's a common thing that we can have with diabetes, and it'll lead to her it could be leading to her diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah. That is exactly like how
In
we
a dog,
get it.
in a cat, rather.
Yeah. It's actually very
Did
common.
animals have that then?
It's a lot more common than you'd expect.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
So we wanted to do that, and if poor thing. It's probably why she's not feeling well.
That's why she's not feeling.
Yeah, and then we can do with that ultrasound.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still hurting. We wanted to also look at maybe her kidneys and her liver as well, because of the liver enzymes and things, just to see, since she's an older cat too, just to see if everything else is also okay. It could be something other than her pancreas. We also wanted to culture the urine, so we could see if there's any bacteria growing in it, because we want to know if she might be getting a UTI from something like that, because a urinary tract infection. Yeah, and just like we get when we get a lot of times humans will get diabetes UTIs with diabetes as well, and that way we can see, because bacteria likes sugar and they're gonna just grow and grow and grow.
Right.
So yeah, we don't want her to have any issues with that as well, and it's just gonna make her even more uncomfortable.
Right.
So we have some treatment plans for you as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the main,
Yes. Well, for
Well,
you
for
guys
Molly.
to decide on for Molly.
make sure everything's okay. So the main
Yeah.
goal for today is that we really want to decrease that blood sugar.
Yeah.
And the clinical signs that you're seeing with them at home, like the lethargy, she's weak, she's not acting like herself, the weight loss, that all is consistent with diabetes.
Right.
And like she said before, we want to do the further diagnostics to really get a grip on we're not missing anything, because like she said, the pancreas, the liver, that can all cause the diabetes. And we really want to figure out what is the cause. So today we wanted to make sure it'd be okay if we can take her for about the next 3 days. We really want to get a consistent, make sure she has the high blood sugar for the next couple days by giving her some insulin. And we want to make sure that dose, before we send you home with her, make sure that dose is appropriate, because we don't want anything to happen at home. So we want to make sure we can watch her, monitor her in our facility before we send her off to you guys, if that would be okay.
Yeah, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. You know, as I said to you earlier on, the money's no object. That's all. And all we're concerned about is Molly. You know. Yes, that'd be great.
And I think also we just want to give her some fluids as well, just to make sure her electrolytes are a little imbalanced. She's a little dehydrated, so we really want to give her that fluid to make sure all her...
We were having a little trouble wrapping our head around dehydration when she's drinking so much water.
Well, she's also peeing out all the water she's
Yeah.
drinking, so she's not really saving all that water like in her cells, because she's just constantly drinking and then peeing it out. So she's really not keeping it in her body like the way she should.
Oh, I see. So that's why she's dehydrating then instead of, okay.
Yeah, it's throwing her electrolytes out of balance too, so her cells aren't getting as much sustenance as they usually would either. So we wanted to add some electrolytes to those fluids as well, and that way she can get them consistently.
Okay.
So you'll take you what, 2 or 3 days presumably.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
2 to 2
Keep her
days.
in there.
And we'll make sure to call you, keep you updated
Definitely.
about what's going on. If you even want, you can go home and bring home back her bed or a little toy or something so she's comfortable
Yeah,
while
if
she's
you
in the
have any
hospital.
special requests
Oh,
of
that's
any
a good
sort.
idea.
Yeah.
Do that, yeah.
Good, good.
Do you have any other questions for us before we take Molly?
I personally haven't, no, because I'm quite satisfied. You know, you seem to be sort of on the ball as to what you're going to do anyway.
I did have one question. I did mention the further diagnostics. Do you have any concerns about that, or would you like us to just go ahead and do whatever we see fit?
Just go ahead.
Just what
Just
I
go
mean,
ahead.
okay, it's going to make.
If you're okay with what I proposed, the
Yeah.
urine culture, the ultrasound, and
Yeah.
the specific lipase.
And
Okay.
make sure there's nothing.
All we want is a well cat.
Okay.
Okay.
That's our goal, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, then if you guys don't have any other questions, I think we have all the information we need as well. So you guys are free to go. We can take Molly,
Yep.
and we'll get her back, and we'll get her started on fluids right away. So we can
Great.
get her fixed right away.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Nice meeting you.
Very
Cheers,
nice
man.
meeting you
Nice
guys.
meeting you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.